Good morning. So let's continue with our second part on our chapter on human evolution from the book Early Social Formation, authored by Amar Faruqi. So, in this part, we will see the major stages over which the human evolution took place biologically. So, without wasting further time, let's proceed. So, the apes, monkey, and humans all belong to a major category which is known as primates. And primates are a part of a broader group, that is mammalian vertebrates. Now there's a question arises, who are the mammals? Mammals are those animals that have four legs or limbs. Their bodies are covered with hairs. They are warm blooded animals. Their young ones are born. They do not lay eggs. Female mammals give birth to live offsprings, and the female mammals have a mammary gland which secrete milk to their offsprings. Okay. So this primate category it started evolving around 70 million years ago, and it contains monkeys, apes, humans and lemurs. So what were the characteristics of primates? So they used their forelimbs extensively. Their nails were flattened, and the thumb of the hand is opposite to the forefinger, just like ours. They had prehensile hands and feet which were adapted for grasping. Their claws have got reduced and nails have become flattened. Forelimbs have the capacity to rotate, to flex, and to extend. They have acquired a stereoscopic vision that makes easier to gauge distance and gap. Birds like falcon bird too possess stereoscopic vision, and they were mainly arboreal habitat, which means they live on trees. Now the category of primates can be further subdivided into two major categories. The first are the prosimy and second the anthropoidea. So the prosimy category were more primitive and earliest to evolve. They include animals like lemurs, loriches, and tarsiers. Some zoologists classify tree chewers, which means tuopodia, with prosimians. Small squirrel like creatures who might represent the transition from insectivorous to early primates also come under prosimy category. They were mainly found in Africa and South Asia. Lemurs, a category under prosimy, were confined only to Madagascar. They were smaller in size and possessed very large eyes. Now, the second category under the subheading of primates are the anthropoidea. They were more advanced primates than prosimy and include monkey, apes, and humans. Now, what are distinguished characteristics that differentiate prosimy from an anthropoidea? The feature that distinguishes a prosimy from an anthropoidea is the structure in which eyeballs are placed. That is, in Anthropoidea, the eyeballs are located in a bowl-like shape, which help them to move in different directions and can have better angles. While in Prosimy, they are placed in round-like structure, which restrict the field of vision. Now, the category of Anthropoidea separated from Prosimy around 40 million years ago, and this led to the evolution of monkeys. Now, Anthropoidea category can be further subdivided into three more categories. First, the Cercopithecoidea, which represent Old World monkeys. Second, Ciboidea, which represents New World monkeys. Third, Hominoidea, which represent evolution of apes. Now, Cercopithecoidea and Ciboidea, the difference between these two categories relate largely to their dental structure. Both had highly developed forelimbs, had better vision, flatter faces, and shorter snouts than prosimians. They were adapted to arboreal habitat and were extremely specialized in that. A category called langur had an elongated tail which can be used as an additional limb. Now, the tail maintains the body balance while jumping, and they used to have prehensile hands. Now, they say a third category under Anthropoidea is the Hominoidea, which contain the evolution of apes around 30 million years ago. They include various categories like chimpanzees, gorillas, gibbons, orangutans, and these are collectively grouped in Pongidea. So, apes and humans got separated from monkey in extensive African forest. Now, Hominoidea, the third category under the subcategory of Anthropoidea, is further divided into two: Pongidea and Hominidea. Pongidea contain apes, while hominid contain human beings and extinct species of the closest ancestor to humans. Now, Pongidea were large in size than monkeys. They have large canine teeth and powerful willy build. Their forelimbs were larger than their hind limbs. They include chimpanzees, gorilla, and orangutans. Gibbon, which has a small body and long arms and legs. Gibbon and Siaming are also known as Hylobathidia. They were not adapted exclusively to arboreal habitat. Gorilla and chimpanzees have semi-erect posture. They rely on their knuckles. Around 20 million years ago, the number of apes increased by the number of monkeys. And 20 million years ago, a new species emerged known as Dryopithecus. They were well adapted to live in ground and started moved into Asia around 15 million years ago as African and Arabian land masses collided, which is believed by many geologists. Now, a branch of Dryopithecus separated and evolved in small ape-like creature known as Ramapithecus. Now, in Ramapithecus fossil was first found in India in 1930. It is the earliest known species of Hominidea and represent a point at which hominids separated from apes. They were adapted to less forest area, doubtful on walking upright. They became extinct around 8 million years ago. In terms of DNA, that is molecular biology, African apes are different from Asian apes. Humans stand much closer to African apes, and Ramapithecus belong to this evolutionary process. That's 12 million years ago. Now, there are only three surviving species of African apes. They are gorilla and pygmy chimpanzee. Now, African apes, about 7 million years ago, they started developing into human beings, can be categorized as. Now, their fossils between the time period of 8 million years ago and 4 million years is not known to us. Fossil from 4 million years ago showed that hominids evolved in two phases. First, the development of bipedalism took place, and second, there was a rapid expansion in their brain size. Now, recent developments suggest that there was at least 3 million years gap between these two developments. Fossils, along with molecular biology, indicates that bipedalism took place around 7 million years ago when some African apes were bipedal might be due to changes in the environment. They acquired an erect posture. As W. E. Lee Cross Clark, in his work The Fossil Evidence for Human Evolution, states that the size of brain was distinctive feature of humans, not of hominoid. Around 7 million years ago, probably one developed large brain animal feature got separated from both bipedal hominids. Modern humans are the only surviving species of hominoid. Now, in the next, that is in our third part, we will discuss the various category of hominid. Up to till now, we have discussed that there were primates which got divided into two categories, that is prosimy and anthropoidea. Anthropoidea further got divided into three categories: Cercopithecoidea, Ciboidea, and Hominoidea. Now, in the next part, we will discuss the subcategories of hominids that were Australopithecus and the genus Homo. That's all from my side. Thank you and keep studying.